Join me as I dive deep into the impact of ChatGPT 4.0 on relationships and see if I can find out whether this AI is a threat or a help in our connections. ChatGPT 4.0 is making waves in the world of communication, and it's getting harder to ignore its growing presence in our daily interactions. From casual chats to professional meetings, this AI is being touted as the next big thing in communication technology. While AI can undoubtedly enhance our communication, there's a growing concern that it may also drive a wedge between people, profoundly affecting our emotional connections. After all, relationships are built on empathy, trust, and understanding. Can an AI replicate that? When we rely too heavily on AI to communicate, we risk losing that crucial human touch that makes relationships significant. Think about it. When was the last time you felt deeply connected to someone through a screen? Don't get me wrong, technology has advantages, but we don't let it replace the intimacy and depth that human connections provide. On the other hand, AI can also help bridge communication gaps, especially for those who struggle with social anxiety or find it difficult to express themselves in person. Perhaps, with AI, we can create a more inclusive and accessible communication space. But where do we draw the line between convenience and compromise? Take online dating, for instance. ChatGPT 4.0 can help facilitate conversations, making it easier to break the ice and find common ground. But what happens when the conversation becomes too smooth, too polished? Do we risk losing the authenticity and vulnerability that comes with getting to know someone truly? Let's look at how ChatGPT 4.0 is used in our daily interactions. AI is already an integral part of our communication landscape, from customer service chatbots to language translation apps. But are we sacrificing the human element in the process? I recently came across a story about a couple who relied heavily on AI-generated messages to communicate with each other. They thought it was convenient, efficient, and even romantic. But as time passed, they realized they were losing that emotional connection, that spark that makes relationships so fulfilling. It's a cautionary tale that highlights the importance of striking a balance between technology and human interaction. In another case, a study found that people who used AI-generated messages to communicate with their romantic partners felt more isolated and disconnected than those who communicated directly. This is a stark reminder that relationships require effort, empathy, and understanding, things that AI, no matter how advanced, cannot replicate. One of the most compelling insights I came across was the story of a woman who used ChatGPT 4.0 to communicate with her estranged father. For years, they had been distant, struggling to find common ground. But with the AI's help, they began to reconnect, sharing stories and laughter like they used to. It's a beautiful example of how technology can facilitate human connection, but it also raises important questions about the role of AI in our relationships. In conclusion, ChatGPT 4.0's impact on relationships is a complex, multifaceted issue. While AI can undoubtedly enhance communication, we mustn't let it replace the emotional connections that make human relationships vital. By balancing technology and human interaction, we can create a more inclusive, accessible, and empathetic communication space. Thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts on AI and relationships, please share them with me in the comments below. Subscribe and like our channel to stay abreast of other exciting videos for more insightful discussions on technology and its impact on our daily lives.